Hello, and welcome to another edition of Manners and More with Millena. I'm your host, Millena Gay, and thank you so much for tuning in to rmconair.com. So today we are going to get into this mystery of social media. What is it? We have Facebook, we have Pinterest, then there's Twitter, then there's Bing, then there's Instagram, then LinkedIn. I mean, there's so many things. How do you decide what is right, what you need to do, what you have to do, what's just for kids? Oh, can't forget MySpace. All of it is so much. I'm just like, well, who are these people and why don't they go outside and jump rope? Why can't they go outside and get air? Why are they stuck at a computer creating these brand new things? Well, they're there for a reason. They're there to help us. And sometimes they're there to help professionally. And sometimes when we get overwhelmed with life, we want to do things on a more social level to give our brains a chance to rest. And that's understandable. But how do you decipher which is which? Well, we're going to talk about that today. And our special guests today are Ms. Eleanor Beasley. And she is a dear friend of mine, as everyone on the show is, because that's what I do. Call up my friends, and we talk about stuff and have a great time. So Eleanor Beasley is joining us, and she has her own business. She's a personal banking consultant. And also have the fabulous Miss Annette Isaacs. And she is one of the executives at Grand Point Bank. And so she has lots of, some money folks. They know what to do. And so we definitely know they don't have a lot of time to waste. So if they're using social media, it's all about the business. So we're going to learn what they know and how they utilize it. But then we also have our fabulous special guest today, the Mooney Twins. Now, they are hysterical, absolutely hysterical. A lot of you may know their father, Paul Mooney. Well, these guys are straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak, and they're joining us today to do their chiming in, comic relief, because they're not in banking. They do comedy, but they also have some wealth management things going on as well. So they use social media for what they do in both worlds. And then toward the end of this segment, we will have a very special guest named Ms. Terry Brinkley. She's going to share something very, very important to all of us. So that is our show today. I need you to stay tuned. We are going to take a very quick break, and we'll be right back with Manners and More with Millena. Okay, we're going to take that break in a few minutes, but I know that you are wondering how you can get a pair of these earrings. Well, let me tell you, these earrings are from the MGSC collection. That would be the Millena Gay Signature Collection. That's available at 1205 North La Brea. And also this fabulous shirt is courtesy of L&L's Boutique, 1205 North La Brea. So now I'm going to take you to that great commercial that you're going to see highlighting my jewelry collection, and then we'll be right back with Manners and More with Millena. And welcome back to Manners and More with Millena. I'm your host, Millena Gay, and today we're going to be talking about social media. Well, let's get to it, because Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Bing, Instagram, LinkedIn, all of it just irritates me. And actually, here's a secret. I actually don't handle all of my own because I'm just overwhelmed and I just can't do it. So I have a fabulous social media intern. Hey, Ade. So if you actually choose to Facebook me, then I'm not going to be the one answering. But I will get the information. I will get it. She tells me. But really, it's too much. Now, the tweets, I do some of them, but she also does some of them. And then the Instagram, she actually does all of that. So, and I feel bad because it's mine and I want to do it, but it's too much. I cannot. And LinkedIn, I haven't logged into my LinkedIn in a year. In one solid year, I have no idea what's going on with LinkedIn. And Bing, I think I put my picture on there 2 years ago and never touched it since. I mean, what in the world? Why in the world? Let's get right down to it. So I want to welcome my guests again, and I'm going to have them say a little bit about themselves, and then we're going to dig right on in. Welcome, Ms. Eleanor Beasley.
Thank you, Millena. I'm excited to be here and to be talking about social media because it's near and dear to my heart.
Really?
Yes. I'm on 3. I use LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. And I use Facebook in 2 streams for my business as well as personally. So I'm really excited to be here to talk about it.
Oh, well, wonderful. Thank you for coming. Why don't you tell the audience a little bit specifically about what you do, just a little bit, and why it's so important to your business.
I am an entrepreneur, and I'm a business consultant to banks and small business. I have a 20-plus year career in banking, and in 2010, I decided I'd rather work for myself. So I kind of said goodbye and launched my own consulting business. In addition to that, I decided in 2011 that small business would be my passion. So I love helping small businesses start and or grow. And my other full-time, in addition to the other 2 full-times, is I'm a community servant, and I really pride myself on doing that. I serve on 4 nonprofit boards, and I use social media in all aspects of my life.
Huh. Wow. Okay. We can't wait to hear about all of that. My goodness. You're making me want to take a nap.
Probably couldn't do it all if I didn't have social media.
Wait a minute. Social media helps you with all of that?
Absolutely.
Okay, this I need to hear because there's a secret going around that nobody has told me about. The social media can help you with all that because the way I see it, it actually makes it much more. It's more work. But that's my opinion, and that's why we're here to learn. See, I have to learn too. We all need to learn.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Mr. Mooney.
Yes.
Share.
Yes. Well,
Share.
I'm trying to, my intention is to have perfect etiquette.
Good.
So I'm so honored to be on your show with these lovely ladies and your lovely staff. It's just wonderful to be here. And in etiquette, I had a question for you on etiquette.
Okay.
When you hug, right?
Uh-huh.
When you turn, is that an etiquette thing? Like hug my thigh. But you know what I'm saying? When you turn a little bit, is that like...
No, that's not supposed to happen.
Oh, okay.
What, did I do that?
Yeah.
Oh!
I thought that was like something I was supposed to know. We bumping? What's up? So... Yeah, but anyway.
No, I think that was just because I'd been looking at you for the past hour.
You was on your way in here. I got you. You was on your way somewhere. You were not in the moment.
I was not.
You was not in the moment.
That was bad etiquette on my part.
Got to get you back in the moment.
Yes.
Be here now.
Yes, thank you for calling me out about that.
Okay, no problem. And you wanted to call me out on the chair thing.
Yes, I am.
I'm sorry about that. I thought it was something that you all do, but I will take every chair out of here, every chair out of the restaurant, every chair in your house, whatever you want me to do with chairs, I will handle it.
Well, I just need you to tell all of the rest of the men of the world that men aren't, whenever they see a lady with a chair, a lady should never have to handle a chair, whether it's pulling out her own chair, whether it's carrying a chair. That is something that a gentleman is supposed to do.
Thank you very much.
Especially if they see women struggling with big, giant red chairs, getting them to be set up.
Yeah.
And then they stand back and, oh, look at that.
But when
watching.
When I saw
I thought it was kind of sexy.
His arms, I was like, she can handle it. But anyway.
Whether we can handle it or not,
I know. I just didn't know. I was froze. I was froze. I said, what is going on?
We know what you were watching.
Who's the star? Who's the workers? But anyway, so Daryl Mooney, one half of the Mooney twins.
Yes.
And what we do is we've had 30 years in stand-up comedy and about 15 years in lecturing and speaking and about 5-6 years in being entrepreneur. Well, we've always been entrepreneurs, but focusing on wealth building and investing in cash flow systems and making money and those kinds of things. And most of all, getting out of a poverty consciousness into a consciousness of prosperity. So that's what we do, and we're on a mission around the country promoting prosperity.
And we make most of our money through social networking.
Yes.
Get out of here.
So we love it. So when you talked about you don't do it, that's the work. Being in here is the work.
It is. This is my
social
work.
network is easy.
Really?
We get clients from all over the world through social networking. And what you do is you create a brand. People come to you. See, when you the average person has to go find people, but when you use social media, they come find you. And one thing that we use a lot is YouTube. See, and that's what celebrities should do. Anybody who loves being in front of a camera, you create your own commercials.
I have a YouTube channel. I forgot
you
about
should
I have
use
that
it.
already. I never go to
And
it.
We do trainings on YouTube. We have all kind of things on YouTube, and people all over the world see that, and they sign up.
You better shut the front door.
Yes.
Get out of here.
And Millena loves the camera because the camera loves her.
Yes. She would be great at YouTubing.
Well, I mean, I'm 17 years in this business, so
Yes.
Your own show.
I'm telling you. We do inspirational messages. We talk about investing. People, we get people all over the world signing up just through our YouTube channel.
Okay, so for everyone whose mouth is dropping to the floor, like, what in the world? Okay, we're going to start from scratch. We're going to talk to Annette for one quick second, and then we're going to talk about how is this a benefit? Okay,
Get
Annette.
right into it.
Yes, because I need to know
learn
now.
myself, trust me, because I am not a social media expert at all. You know, I am a user of Facebook and I am a user of LinkedIn for business reasons. Again, my name is Annette Isaacs. I work for Grand Point Bank. I've been in banking for 30 plus years.
But you're only 40. I don't
I
understand.
know, I'm only 40. I started when I was 10 years old. Thank you. Been in banking for a long time, worked my way up the corporate ladder. And social media, I've done a lot of observing. And so today I'm going to talk about discipline based on what I've observed, because I tend to do that quite a bit more than I talk. I observe a lot. And how I use it on the corporate side, some of the social way of using social media, like going out to restaurants and just observing people. You know, you have husbands and wife out to dinner, and they're both on their smartphones.
Yeah.
You know, I just think there's we're losing the touch of listening skills.
That's
You know, and so I'm going to talk more about that. I have teenagers, and I have two adult daughters almost, and I observe them and how they're using the social media and the discipline that parents should instill in young people coming up when it comes to social media. So I'll talk a lot more about that.
Yeah,
but
need to know all that.
LinkedIn is fantastic. I know from a business perspective.
Yeah, let's start with LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start with the business people first. Okay, let's say we'll start with the business people in an office, because you're an executive at Grand Point Bank, and then we'll go to a business person in business for themselves, such as Eleanor.
Yeah.
The benefits of that, or someone such as me who it's there.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, basically, through LinkedIn, you can have groups. So I'm a member of different associations online and in-person associations, so you can join a group discussion. Prior banks that I've worked on, there were alumni association for that bank. And so you're in touch with your ex-bankers to see where they are, where they have moved on to. So that's a great way of being in touch with LinkedIn. And the best way I've seen recently LinkedIn being used is my boss the other day. I was looking for a particular person with certain job experience, and you can actually go into LinkedIn, put in that experience, and it will bring up folks that have their resume, because usually you have your resume on LinkedIn, and so it will just pop up based on that experience you're looking for.
Wait, you put your resume on LinkedIn?
Yeah. Some people do. Your job experience, where have you worked? What have you done? Usually when you build your profile, that's in there.
I didn't build my profile, clearly.
Yeah.
Should do that.
You didn't do that yet.
No, it's there.
It's there.
So I don't know what it says.
Those are the benefits that I see. I'm sure Eleanor will add a lot more to that. But I try to focus on what helps me, and those are the two things. If I'm looking for someone to employ, or to keep in touch with my ex-bankers that I've worked with over the years. If I'm looking for somebody I've thought, where's this person? I can go in, and I've actually found people I've worked with 20 years ago.
Really?
So LinkedIn is fantastic.
So you have a position at your off at your bank, and you're looking for a teller or something. You can put in teller, and then
particular experience you're looking for, keywords, and it will pop up 200, 300 names.
You better get out of here.
Yes, and it will tell you if they're employed, if they're unemployed, based on if they have updated their profile.
They've updated their profile.
Exactly.
Okay.
And a lot of HR reps are actually using that to find people.
Yes.
So it's really important to be
not only to
LinkedIn.
find people, but to employ people. When they're looking for someone to submit an application, you can actually put their name on LinkedIn.
Oh, you mean they don't look in Craigslist anymore?
Craigslist.
Never been a Craigslist.
So that's how I use LinkedIn. I'm sure Eleanor can add a whole lot more to
She
that.
said never been on Craigslist. Like something was in there. Like some date and stuff. You hear that? I never been on Craigslist. That's something else.
We didn't say Match.com.
That's something else. They're doing other things over there.
Could be.
We're doing business over here, not business. I've heard those things.
Right.
Haven't participated, but I've heard.
Absolutely.
You saw them on TV and
I
in the movies.
did.
Yeah.
So with LinkedIn, I've actually been on LinkedIn for probably 10 years or longer.
Wait a minute. 10
Long time. LinkedIn's been around a long time. It's actually had a
True.
rebirth.
It's true.
Yes, it
Yes,
has.
Yeah.
it was around years and years ago, and then
Yeah.
it kind of died down, and with
the last
social media,
3-4 years.
yes, became
Yeah.
popular. They kind of rebirth, and so it's very, very popular now. And I have 500 people that I'm connected to on LinkedIn. So that
Really?
tells you there's no way that I'd be connected to 500 people,
That's right.
in my community or
You
even
go
in
to
my
West
company.
Angeles.
Those people, I don't know
26,000
them.
people.
They don't know me, except the little circle where you and I sit, right?
Right.
But the other 25, 6, they don't know me. But on LinkedIn, I'm connected to 500 plus people. And these are professional connections. I actually use LinkedIn for my website, for my business, because I don't have a business website. So I've put my web address that takes them to my LinkedIn profile. And I've had opportunity for companies back east to reach out to me based upon my profile to see if we might partner in doing business.
Really?
Again, they were in New York, D.C. When would I have met these people and been able to have that type of interaction?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I tell you, with us, we've been able to use our celebrity, and I say that as a business, not to be bragging, because you have to use what you have, and we are able to get on a lot of these very powerful internet radio shows.
Like
Another thing.
Manners and Words.
Yeah.
Yeah, very powerful internet radio shows, and ones that don't have the sophistication that you have here, but that you're just talking, and we're around the country doing shows, and we get people to come to our business because of being interviewed and get people fired up right over these radio shows who have developed audiences. And we're using Facebook, and Facebook is like amazing, not only for business, for dates, for new friendships, for those things that on Craigslist that you're talking about. So we're able to do a lot. I love Facebook. And one of the things as an entertainer and as a speaker, I'm able to test things that I'm going to do on stage, where before I would have to go on stage and work things out.
Okay.
But I
You can
literally
test it on
work it
Facebook.
out on Facebook,
Yeah,
and
I
I
could
tell.
see
Well,
that.
I mean, I say things and do my quotes and get the reaction,
Right.
the responses, and I'll do material and get the feedback. And I tell everybody, if you put a joke on my page, it's mine. Because there's some tremendous material that average everyday people follow up with that's usable material for a comedian. And I tell them, it's mine. If you tell it on my page, it's my joke.
Well, what's the beautiful thing about that is that on Facebook or LinkedIn, how do you say it?
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn is that you get to find your tribe.
Yes. Good way to
See,
put that.
if you go out here in the street, it's very hard to find your tribe.
People think like you.
On Facebook, you get to find people who think like you, who are into the same things you're into. And being performers, we get to find people who are thinkers, who care about what's happening in the world, about people who want to make money on Facebook. And so we find the people that want to follow us, which you can't find in a nightclub because you got people coming from everywhere.
Right.
But those are the people that start coming out to come see us.
Okay, so so now we're gonna leave LinkedIn because I think we got LinkedIn covered.
Yeah.
Where that's a network. I'm actually gonna go revisit my LinkedIn profile. You've inspired me
It's
to do
important.
that. That is on my agenda now.
And I'll check your profile in about a week.
See, it's updated. Yeah.
Oh boy, and thank you. You and the world will be checking. Okay,
And
now
one
I'm gonna
thing,
do it.
Millena, I wanted to say too, when we talk about business, I want the people out there to understand that everybody has the capacity to be in business. I mean, you have different kinds of businesses now. You have home-based business. You have even if you can put yourself in business by creating your own business or hooking up with a business. There's a lot of ways. Don't be intimidated by LinkedIn is what I'm saying, because a lot of people think that's for professional businesses, but it's really for anybody who is in business.
That's right.
And there's different levels and layers to being in business. Okay? And people need to understand it. And every single person out there has the capacity to brand themselves and create their own business. But they have to focus on where they're coming from. What are their likes and dislikes? What do they want? What are they selling? And in social media, like the things that I present and we present on Facebook is that our business. Like if we're talking about making money, then we're talking about prosperity consciousness.
Yep.
We're putting stuff out there to bring you into what we want to bring you into, and therefore we're reaching out to our tribe, and they'll respond. Man, oh yeah, I like that what you said about money. Oh, I like what you said.
And then
about
you get in the inbox and you really start talking. See, the inbox is where the deals are made. That's
Right.
That's where the deals are made.
Right, absolutely.
Hey, Ade, have I had any deals in my inbox?
Yes.
Inbox.
I have had some deals.
I inboxed you. You didn't inbox me. I inboxed her.
Ade has.
I'm like, Millena, we tight. What's up, girl? We just haven't seen you. And I didn't get nothing back. Well, who are you?
But
I know who you are.
yeah, she don't know. But the inbox is where the deals are made. When you're talking to somebody and somebody reacts or responds, that's when you inbox them.
Yeah.
And you inbox them, you start asking them questions about them.
Yes.
And then you just start bringing them into what you want to talk about. It's called pacing and leading.
Yes.
I do that all the time. I sign up at least about 3 or 4 people a week just by conversations through inbox.
On Facebook.
On Facebook.
Okay, let's start from scratch on Facebook. Now, Facebook. Okay, get on her. Get on.
Before we get off the subject of LinkedIn, one thing is on your inbox from a business perspective, not having your own business. What's really important, what you said earlier, is about branding. Branding is anything you do, whether it's on a personal level or a business level or your own business. But what gets me is about the inbox. People that wants to send you a message that you have no idea who they are.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't want to respond to half of them because
that's the wrong way to do it.
It's the wrong way because
that's the wrong way to do it.
I'm sure you enlighten me.
That's how I was able to connect with the people in D.C. and New York. I didn't know who they were, but they reached out to me through my inbox.
And so what are the questions in your inbox that you would want to respond to?
Well, what I did when I got that
kind of dress you got on?
I would go and
look
at
real
their
picture?
Their profile.
You would look at their profile first.
Yes.
Okay.
Before I responded to see what do we have in common, how are we going to connect here?
Got it.
And I would still reply because that's the courtesy thing to do.
Absolutely.
So I would still reply, but if I didn't see how our business could support each other, I would say that.
Right.
Well, it's interesting
but I did respond.
that you said because I get that inbox from the African girl in Africa who's looking to talk. I'm like,
I will send you more pictures in your email if you respond.
That's good. But what you're saying is very interesting. When people do that, when they just inbox me randomly, all of a sudden, man, I said, don't just come. You better know me first before you inbox me.
Right.
I said, I can't even respond to that. So what I do to develop a rapport, I wait for them to respond on my wall on something that I say. So then we are on the same wavelength. So when we start talking, they already like me. Very important.
Got it.
I just don't go looking for people randomly.
Right.
Dwayne, that's a good point. I like
Okay, and that, to answer that, okay, you respond, you done look, you'll find out what I'm about. So then we start talking. You already know where the conversation is going. I'm just creating, an avenue for that. We communicate, pace, and lead. What are you about? What do you do? Well, have you ever been interested in investing? Why have you ever invested before? And we start talking. And I've always was interested in that. And then the conversation starts coming. I just lead them like.
Drop them in.
It's a beautiful thing.
I just pull them in.
Well, let me ask you this: as public figure, I know I have a challenge. While people get, I saw you in this movie, and I like your. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Okay, but we're not going to continue communicating. When can I see you? When can? No.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like when they do that. I
Yeah.
like
That's actually what gave me the impetus to send it over there. I'm about my business.
Virtual romances. What goes on in the inbox stays in there.
Is that another show? Because I have a total thing against online stuff like that.
We can move on from that. Very satisfying
Come back on that
at
show,
2 o'clock in the morning. But
2
anyway,
o'clock in the morning.
I stay up. I'm addicted to Facebook. But anyway,
Well, I'm not quite
Almost.
addicted, but I'm in there probably 2 or 3 times
oh
a day.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh
So
yeah.
I'm in there quite a bit.
Yeah.
No, what you would do with I got an answer for you though
Please
for
tell
that.
me
And when
that.
somebody's doing that
Yes.
to you, because us being celebrities,
Yes.
we get
Yeah, you have to have
your
fans.
father. I love your father. Can we get him for a booking? You know, our father Paul Mooney. I'm not.
Oh, yeah, okay.
If you want to talk to my father, you Facebook him.
Right.
This is Dwayne Mooney, not Paul Mooney.
Exactly.
So in your case, you do that when somebody's, we want to get us, and no, I don't do that. I don't do that. And then you start asking them questions about them, and whatever you are
lead
talking
them
to
to.
them for, you start leading them to what. Well, I do that. And what we have is a radio show, or we have a mixer happening, and you can come there because these are the type of people that are going to be there, and it's going to be $10, $20 to come in. And if you're interested, you can have information for that.
Yeah.
You start leading them to where you want to lead them, using your sex appeal and your entrepreneurship to bring them to where you
That's
want to
right.
bring them, rather than them getting captivated and you being the actress and you
Yeah,
being the movie star.
for
et
instance,
cetera.
Milena,
I'm
for
afraid of
instance,
being stalked.
here's
Yeah,
it perfect.
and
You're
being
being stalked.
I
You
will
say
stalk
you say you're stalking me. I can tell you, like women, do you have any girlfriends? They say yes, I have girlfriend. You say, well, I have jewelry that she will love.
That's a good one.
We need a high five on that. You have a girlfriend, you got a mama.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Got a sister. I got
right.
jewelry.
And Mother's
You
Day's
want some of me here? I'm on your ear.
That's a good
That's a
one.
good one.
I like that.
You got to use it.
Yeah, you use what you
Run
have.
away from it.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's smooth.
I'm definitely going to use that.
Now we
made
know
my
why
feel.
she hates Facebook.
Yeah.
You have to face Facebook.
Facebook was the devil.
It's goodness in Facebook.
I love
Now
stalking.
I'm seeing
Yeah.
goodness because I really thought that it was only, people look at pictures and, from what I understand now, people who are hiring, they go to people's Facebook
Absolutely.
page.
Yes.
To look
Yes,
at,
they
Yeah.
look at your Facebook
Hiring.
page. And
I mean,
with
I'm not
the
looking
pictures,
for. I have.
It's
but-
important. I want to caution people: you cannot put all the pictures out there that you took
Right.
at the bridal shower or
the bachelorette
the
party.
bachelorette party. So you need to be
bar.
very careful.
The bar.
Yes, the bar. And I actually
Yeah.
caution because I mentor young professionals and young people, and I caution them about putting pictures out there where they're drinking.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just
You can be perceived
Unless
as
it's
an
a private
alcoholic.
page.
You know,
Unless it's
even
a
though
private page. Because some people have private pages for their family.
they
Yeah.
do.
and I do not accept
to be
pictures with
very-
dudes with their shirt off. I just
Okay.
don't.
Yeah, but
Just
you know,
don't
I
accept
think you
that.
do
Not
have
accept
to
your friendship.
respect that this is the internet, and once it's out there, it's out there, and it
There's
lives
the etiquette.
forever.
Yeah.
So it's really important. You know, that I say you have to respect it.
Yeah.
You just.
But
don't
you
take it for
ladies who
granted.
want to show it, I'm gonna look. I'm looking.
Yeah, and so what are those people? And that's the other
I'm just
thing.
being
Like
real.
you got the hoo-ha's out and the
You-
woo-woos
they got it
out
all
and the
out.
legs doing
Oh,
all
that's
this. Like,
wonderful.
oh my
Buy
God,
magazines no more.
that sounds wonderful.
Right
It's
there.
wonderful.
Right there, I'll be like, okay,
Yeah.
cool, like. Cool with me?
And see, it is that kind of behavior.
Yeah, well, hey,
It's not-
they
it's
doing
not
it.
professional.
I'm-
That's where I was thinking because
Well, you-
of that.
Yeah.
It was.
But again, I
Yeah.
think
You
you
can
contro-
change that.
You
control it.
your
Thank you.
wall. You have full control. You have control.
She
of
has
who-
control of my
Okay.
wall.
Well, she knows what you want and don't.
Yeah.
want.
She learning now, but I always tell people I'm the boss of my wall.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
I get people that try to debate. I get the last word.
Yes.
You don't get the last word. I get this is my wall.
And sometimes
You got your own
people-
wall.
Ma, you got
that I'm
your wall. Do I come to
connected
your
to.
wall messing with you? I got to inbox and look. What are you on my wall talking to? I get the last word.
Now get off my wall, mama.
Yeah.
Oh, mama.
Don't you
And
come
I'm
on my wall
connected
sneaking in
to
what I'm saying.
some young people when they speak, in different language that
Yes.
I'm comfortable with, or I would be comfortable with some my people knowing me, and I can hide those comments.
Yes.
When I do that. And I don't have to tell them I hit them. I just hit them.
Hit
We don't
'em.
need to talk about it.
There we go.
Because as you said, my wall is my
My
wall.
wall.
Right.
Okay.
And
That's right.
there's a lot of control
It's a lot of control.
love
on Facebook.
And you can put videos up there. I mean, Facebook is fun.
Yeah, actually, this video will be on there. I try to
Yes.
get the videos on there.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
great.
wonderful.
What you are at?
But when
doing-
you put the videos up, you should have a link. You put the website up, or wherever they can get the information to you. And then if you have a splash page
What's a
where
splash
they
page?
can leave their information, when they can sign
There's
up
no
and leave their
splash page,
information. That's what you want.
not
We have a
diving
splash
in the
page for our
water.
business.
Or lead
that-
capture page.
A capture
capture
page.
page.
That's another word
Splash.
for it. You have a capture page where you can get their information, because the world of social networking should be about you getting people plugging into your tunnel,
Yes.
and they're getting involved with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
a splash page, a capture. Do you know what that is?
Well, it's,
Splash
Will
page, a
tomorrow.
capture?
you
Okay.
will. It's very powerful.
She's got it.
Yeah.
Splash
And what
page.
we have to understand, though, with all of the social networking, we have to understand the responsibility of what we're doing, and understand. You familiar with memes?
Yes.
The word memes, subconscious viruses that are programmed into you. They can be either positive or negative. So every time you're putting out a message, you're putting out programming. You're
That's right.
programming people. And you have to look at it that way, because whatever you say, whatever you are saying, people are reading it, and it's going and storing in their subconscious mind. That's why you want to stay as positive as possible in the messages that you're sharing, because it's going out there in the internet
And that's a
universe.
great
It's going
point, yes.
everywhere. So you want to be real.
And you want it to be reflective of who you
Thank
are
you.
Exactly.
in person. This was brought home to me because I was posting a lot of interesting and informational articles, because I post a lot of articles. I'm a teacher
There you
by
go.
nature.
Yes.
And so I'm teaching my people in my Facebook community. But when I met some of these people in person, they said, I love your post.
Yes.
Right.
Eleanor, I really appreciate your post. And I'm thinking, oh, wow, they're really paying attention to that.
Absolutely.
And they're connecting it to me.
Right.
So I have a responsibility.
Right.
Eleanor, the example that I wanted
Perfect.
to use was the magazine I shared with you that they featured Michelle Obama.
Yes.
And Eleanor did a post on that. You may remember the quote. I happened to be in the store. I picked up the magazine, and all it featured was Obama, Michelle Obama. And I saw the quote, and it says E. Beasley, and I go, there's only one E. Beasley. Must be Eleanor. And it was a very positive quote, and I don't remember. You may
Yeah,
recall.
it was through Facebook because Essence.
Yes.
And they said, why do you love Michelle Obama? And my quote was, because she doesn't meet a stranger. Everyone she meets she loves them and is a friend. And that takes a big capacity with her heart. And they picked up my quote.
That quote was picked up and put on the
published
magazine.
it in the book. But that
Wow.
happened through Facebook.
That's exactly what
Wow.
I'm
So
talking
that's the
about.
same
Powerful.
positive.
Wow.
That's
So
putting
now
that
I'm
out
published.
Yeah.
You're part
She was
Yeah.
published.
Michelle Obama,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
It's wonderful.
Now here's some.
Hold that thought
okay.
for 1 second.
Yeah.
We're going to take a really quick break, and we're going to be right back with more Manners and More with Millena as we talk about social media.
Are you a diabetic? Need some energy? Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink is the healthiest, best-tasting energy drink around. For more information and online ordering with free shipping, please visit hiphopbev.com. Remember, Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, suitable for diabetics, great for everyone.
Hello, and welcome back to Manners and More with Millena. I'm your host, Millena Gay, and today we're talking about social media etiquette, and I am joined with Eleanor Beasley, Annette Isaacs, and the Mooney Twins. And we are having a great conversation about social media. So we left off.
Yeah, I was everybody who's out there doing social media and the people in here. One thing that I do on my Facebook post, I put some real thought into it. I meditate, I relax, and it comes out, and it's just like boom, boom, bam, boom, woo, yes, bam. So I'm saying, but all these are being stored, right? Mm-hmm. And so I see the Jay Leno show, and there's a woman who's got a book on all her tweets.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying you should go back and look at all your best powerful quotes.
Okay.
Put it in a little ebook and say whatever your name is, like Daryl Mooney's Facebook Gems. Mm-hmm. Bam, bam, bam. You see what I'm saying? So that's a very powerful that you put thought into and that you put energy into, and you can literally turn that into money.
Into money. Now, you just brought up Twitter.
Like
so let's we all like money. Yay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Twitter real quick. Okay, Twitter, the tweeting business, I personally have issues because it's more work. I mean, I feel like you're supposed to be in the moment, enjoying the people, not sitting around on the phone, tweeting and talking about it. You're supposed to be in it, doing it, enjoying it, and then get to it later. My personal challenge is that later, will be 2-3 months. Like I hosted the Black Oscars February 24th, and I'm still putting up pictures from there. I mean, I've done the things. I did a celebrity charity bowling thing yesterday for the AIDS Foundation, and it was fabulous. So many wonderful people there, and you'll see those pictures next month sometime when I get around to it. I'm just saying. Now,
you're not tweeting, you're tweaking.
Right, so I want to do better, but I don't understand it. Why? What? Give me something that will make me realize how important it is.
We are living, as you know, in a world of instant gratification.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And tweeting and Facebook is instant. Mm-hmm. You have to get the information out quick. Because people follow what's happening now. Well, she was at the age saying, oh, look at the pictures. That just happened yesterday. I should have been there. You create excitement where they want to be at your next event. If it's 3 months from now, that's something that happened a long time ago. The energy isn't in it anymore. You want them in it now. Create that excitement, create that momentum.
But they weren't there. It's too late.
But that makes them want to come to the next event.
It's next year.
Not that event, just the next event.
You are.
They're following you. They're not following the age thing. You were at the thing. They're following you.
Right.
They're not following the age. It could be any event. Because you went there, it must be about something because you're about
build
something.
your brand.
Absolutely.
It's all branding.
And see where you're going next.
Yeah.
Somebody know up to now.
Right.
Yeah, and then they say exactly. And then what did you? And then would you Facebook and you tweet? What did you feel about the AIDS event? What did you do that was so exciting? What's the message? That's what they want to feel like they were there. That's what you use it for.
And you realize with the Facebook and with Twitter, never in the history of the planet have we been able to tune into people we like.
Yes.
I mean, our heroes and our sheroes
Absolutely.
who are on Facebook and being on their page and communicate with them. Some of them are communicating with you and you're learning what you're following them. Mm-hmm. And one thing that people have to realize, you are actually, I grow. I have grown so much from the wisdom
of people,
of so many powerful people online that I grow from their thoughts.
Yeah.
You see, because the people I'm talking about, the wise people you tune into, they are putting some powerful
things. And you get to digest that information in small bits.
Yes.
In 140 characters or less.
Well,
yes. And nobody's interrupting you.
Yes.
Right. Nobody's what?
Interrupting you because you have to write. They have to write back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No one interrupts you. But you, this is what's important about you, because I know we're getting close, about the YouTube, why you should be on it. Please. If I were you, I would be doing, see, you're a celebrity, and you're not taking your filming to YouTube. If I were you, I would be doing commercials on etiquette. You talking to the camera on etiquette. Why I wear these earrings? You see the color of the earrings? Why? You see how this matches? Why I do that? Why do I do certain things? You do little 2-3 minute videos on that, like commercials, vignettes. Yeah. You'd be a hit. And then what happens? You get so many people responding. Guess what will happen? YouTube will ask you, "Can we put commercials on your videos?"
They'll pay you.
That's what they've done us.
Yes.
They pay us.
YouTube was
advertising.
Yes.
Okay, so now we're talking. Now I'm listening real good.
You make serious money.
And you can do it in the privacy of your own home.
Yes.
In the privacy of your own home.
You don't have to go nowhere.
And then when people, now this is the thing, people will go into YouTube and they'll just put in etiquette. And
You come up.
You better get out of
That's
here.
that's how you're
Right.
found.
Right.
That's the branding. Some people will look, I want to know etiquette. I want to teach
Yeah,
my
it's
children about
true.
etiquette, and they'll put in their etiquette, and then your videos will be
Channels,
different. Other people who are talking about etiquette,
Right.
their videos come and say, "Oh, I like this. Ooh, she's
Yeah.
A
pretty."
good one she did the other day with the food, with the way you set your serving.
Yes.
Yes.
Remember you did that?
Oh, that.
People will probably go in and type in table settings.
Yes.
And that will probably pop up.
Yes. That's how it goes. I'm from around the world,
Yes.
Wow.
and then they'll
Expand
tune
your
into
borders.
It is complete. I am like in shock. Wow.
you. Look, Hollywood is dead. I'm telling you. Social networking is all the way live.
I
It's
see.
all the way live, right?
My goodness, you know what? Ade has been trying to tell me, and I wasn't listening.
Okay,
and
we've made
now-
your job easier now.
All the way live.
And now I see what it is. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Well, we are almost out of time. Unfortunately, this time just evaporates
fun.
and
It
disappears.
sure did.
It's
It
wonderful.
sure
We
did.
do have a couple of things left. I know, Eleanor, you wanted to talk about Bloom Again, the Bloom Again Foundation.
Thank you so much. So I mentioned earlier I'm a community servant, and Ned is actually serving the community along with me with this nonprofit. It's Bloom Again Foundation, and our mission, we help women who've experienced medical emergencies, and they have problems paying their rent or buying food or transportation, and we will assist them with those immediate needs. We're rapid response. We respond within 24 to 48 hours. So that sets us apart from other organizations that will help those people, because we can get a check in their hand in 24 hours when
no
they really
bureaucracy.
need it. So that's our organization. We've been in place for 4 years. We're very small. It's 8 of us. It's grassroots. But we partner with companies, other nonprofits out in the community, hospitals, churches, other nonprofit agencies that are already working with these families, so they know the situation, and they will refer those people to us with the need. We get an email in, and the board, it's 8 of us, we will all review it, and we vote whether or not to fund this need. And once we get a yes vote of a majority, then we cut a check. And we don't cut the check to the person in need. We will send it to the landlord, or we will pay the car note, the finance company, or whoever, the utility company. So we're not giving money directly to them. The reason I wanted to talk about Bloom Again today is because we're having our annual fundraising event on Sunday. It's Luna Fest.
Sunday, May the 5th.
Sunday, May the 5th, somebody's birthday.
Birthday.
Yes, somebody's birthday. But Luna Fest is happening Sunday. This is our 4th year. We're doing it at the Sconso Gardens in La Canada, French Flintred, which is near the Pasadena area. So we're having short films. So it's like 10 independent films that will be shown.
Oh, nice.
We're having local authors there. They will be there signing their books. Wine and cheese reception. And also our guests will have access to the Sconso
You should have the Mooney twins speak. Oh, excuse me.
You should have Millena hosting.
Ring jokes and earrings.
Sounds like a plan. But we would love support from the community and our guests here. Please come join
Yes,
us.
we'd love to come.
Yes, it's a great cause.
So we encourage everybody to go to bloomagain.org.
Yes,
Thank you.
birthday. How can
Tickets
people?
and make donations.
BloomAgain.org.
I love the name.
Bloomagain.org.
BLOOMAGAIN.
I like
.org.
that concept because
You
I
can
want
make donations and purchase tickets for the event.
Now, how much is the event?
The event is $75.
Okay. And people are able to get tickets at the door there?
No,
or have to go
you really should
online?
purchase online. So
Okay.
through our website, bloomagain.org.
Powerful. Purchase right online. See, that's what I'm
Right
talking
online.
Yeah, purchase
Love
them,
it.
and you might
Prepared.
see the Mooney.
Yes, just show me your smartphone or print out your receipt for your ticket.
about.
Or
You
go to
guys have it.
Facebook and Bloom Again.
You guys have it.
Absolutely.
Facebook,
Bloom Again.
Bloom
Yeah, because I mentioned earlier my nonprofits are on Facebook.
Facebook.
So
Okay.
Bloom Again
Guys
has a
have it
Facebook
down.
page. We have a Twitter handle. So we're
I love
there.
it.
And
Wonderful.
I'm not sure we're on YouTube, but we will be
You're
next week.
apparently going to be
Bloom
Bloom
again.
again. Well, we are going to get to our final guest, Ms. Terry Brinkley. And she is going to share some information with us about something very near and dear to her heart, and it will definitely touch ours. So, Ms. Terry Brinkley, you have the floor.
Great. First, I'd like to introduce myself to everyone. My name is Terry Brinkley, and I am a survivor living with fibromyalgia and chronic pain. I was diagnosed about 18 years ago, and I just want to share a little bit about my journey living with chronic pain for all these years. First, I'd like to tell everybody what exactly is fibromyalgia. Mm-hmm. It's a chronic, complex pain disorder, and it's associated with widespread pain and fatigue. Okay? Some of the symptoms are pain, fatigue, there's sleep disturbance, mood and concentration problems, headaches, irritable bowel syndrome, you have brain fog from lack of sleep, impaired memory from lack of sleep, and also TMJ, which is a jaw dysfunction disorder.
Oh no.
It's it's a monster.
How is it, are you born with it, or?
Well, it seems to have some familial, connection, that it could be run in families. My maternal grandmother had multiple sclerosis, so it tends to run in families with something along those lines. You could also contract it from trauma, physical trauma, or long-term, prolonged stress and emotional trauma.
Long-term stress.
Long-term stress.
Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely. Yeah, so like I was saying, what caused it, like you said, it was previously thought to be primarily a musculoskeletal disorder, but recent research provides evidence that fibromyalgia is actually a problem resulting from disordered or dysfunctional sensory processing of the central nervous system. Okay. Now, the ways that fibromyalgia is treated, since there's no known cure for treatment of fibromyalgia, they just really focus on relieving all those symptoms with medications, physical therapy, other alternative therapies, and most importantly, tweaking your life and making major lifestyle changes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Like I say, I was diagnosed about 18 years ago. I am the founder of a support group called the Fibro Warriors, which is so befitting because you definitely have to have a warrior spirit to even try to deal with all of these things that are thrown at you on a daily basis, all of those different symptoms. So you're just constantly fighting. You're fighting a system, a medical system that knows very little about it, how to treat it. You're fighting, just in your body every day, the will to live and keep going. So you have to definitely have a warrior spirit to even deal with something like this. I like to give people some resources where they can go and find out more information about fibromyalgia. There's an organization called the Fibromyalgia and Chronic Pain Aware Organization. Now, I've been working with that organization for like 4 or 5 years now. Back in 2009, I received a proclamation from the cities of Inglewood and Gardena that they would always recognize May 12th, which is coming up. May 12th is National Fibromyalgia Awareness Day. So I'm going to be doing some awareness activities, also doing some fundraisers like these purple ribbons. Purple is the color, like pink is the ribbon for breast cancer awareness, where purple is the color for fibromyalgia awareness. And I also have candles that I'll be selling. And the theme to that is light a candle for someone who's hurting. That flame never goes out, and you'll always remember that that person is in pain. Now, they do have a fibromyalgia chronic pain and research center on the campus of Cal State University at Fullerton. And I didn't know that, but I attended, some years back, I attended a candlelight vigil for people that were survivors and living with chronic pain from fibromyalgia, and some had passed on due to, having fibro and other major medical complications because it has some overlapping conditions. This is very serious than people know it to be. So that's why it's so important that I'm spreading awareness and that we want to get the word out, to our communities as well as other communities, that it deserves a lot of attention just as much as heart disease, cancer, diabetes, or any of those other diseases. It deserves a lot of attention, and that's my goal, my purpose, and my vision for my company and my fibromyalgia support group as well.
Now, are you in pain right now?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have pain every day. Like you said, it's a musculoskeletal, so it involves the ligaments, the tendons, the joints, the muscles. That's your whole body. That's your whole body structure. So every day I'm faced with some level of discomfort. Now, if I have a very stressful week or day, that it's intensified, 100 times more than that. But every single day I experience pain of some kind.
So it's in your knees, your elbows, your back,
Yes,
all of it at
shoulders,
the same time?
my face, the muscles in your
face?
face. Yes, the muscles. It takes muscles to smile. It takes muscles to talk.
Pain in your face.
Yes.
And so how do you deal with that? I mean, I know you have medications, homeopathic
Absolutely.
treatments.
Well, I like to tell people that it's my spirit that sustains me.
Yes.
Because this fleshly frame is going to, break and be battered along the way, but it's my spirit and my faith in God that sustains me. Absolutely, beyond a doubt. Beyond a doubt. Yeah. So I'd like to go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I'd like to give out some information about my support group. We meet every third Thursday in Gardena at sometimes it's to be determined depending on the response and the size of the group. Or we'll meet at Subway on Redondo Beach Boulevard at Western Boulevard. The name of the group is called the Fibro Warriors, like I said. And you could email me at thefibrowarriors@gmail.com, or the phone number is 424-646-0786. And lastly, what I'd like to do is present you, Millena, with a purple ribbon and a candle.
Thank you.
And also, we have this plaque I'd like to present to you, which I did for the city councils in Inglewood and Gardena. What it is a pledge to care. We want families, we want our communities, we want our healthcare professionals to take the pledge to care, to say that you would care for someone who's suffering with fibromyalgia. And I'll go ahead and read it. It says, "Family and friends pledge to care. This is what you're pledging to. I pledge to always stand beside loved ones with fibromyalgia and support the patient's quest for a better quality of life. I pledge to act as an advocate to ensure that my loved ones receive the best possible medical care. I pledge to be respectful of my loved ones' physical limitations and help or get help whenever it's needed. I pledge to educate others about fibromyalgia and encourage them to provide people with fibromyalgia the support and understanding. I pledge to advocate for improved treatments, expanded research, and increased awareness and acceptance of fibromyalgia. And lastly, I pledge to unconditionally love the people in my life who have fibromyalgia." And I'd like to give that to you.
Oh, thank you. It is my pleasure to accept it. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much for being on the show today.
You're welcome.
Really, really appreciate it. I feel like I should have been sitting here the entire time. Over here, I'm so sorry. So looking at you through this. This really means a lot. Uh-oh. Our lights are going away. That's okay, because we're live and we're going to keep going.
Yes.
Look at that.
The lights went out.
We have a light from... Oh, that's okay.
It's okay.
It's coming.
There we
back
go.
now. Well, thank you so much for this. And, I had no idea about the information. I really had no idea about fibromyalgia. And I just want to thank you so much for sharing. And I accept this, and I pledge.
Thank you.
I pledge.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Oh, my goodness.
Thank you for having me.
You're
I'm honored.
welcome. And I'm so sorry that you're in so much pain. And again, please, audience, if you know anyone, have heard of anyone who has this condition, this disease, know that it's very painful, it's very traumatic. I had no idea. And to get out and support, make a donation, send an email, go join a group. Join the LinkedIn group on fibromyalgia. Right?
They're all over
There's a LinkedIn
Facebook.
group.
There's a Facebook page for a lot of fibromyalgia support groups. Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome. Thank you,
Terry.
You're welcome.
And I want to say thank you so much to all of my guests. I'm going to go around back on the other side. Oh, switch the mic. Okay. I want to say thank you to all of my guests today. Annette, will you share how people can get in contact with you if they would like to follow up with you and ask you any questions about Grand Point Bank, or if you want to?
Sure. My address is Isaacs, spelled ISAACS, at grandpointbank.com.
Okay.
Feel free to email me with any questions.
Okay. And Ms. Beasley?
Thank you, Millena.
Thank you for coming on the show. Thank you so much.
I can be reached on Facebook, Eleanor Beasley. My handle on Twitter is Eleanor Bees, and on LinkedIn, Eleanor Beasley.
All right. Let's see, Facebook, Twitter, your YouTube, your...
Yes, the Mooney Twins, you can go to the wealth portal, incinc.com. That's our private investment and cash flow club. You can also go to the MooneyTwinsNetwork.com. You can also, my Twitter is Forex Mooney. And you can go to Dwayne Mooney Facebook and also Daryl Mooney Facebook.
And our email is mooneysuccess@yahoo.com to contact us. Mooney, MOONEY, success@yahoo.com.
Holla.
And that is it for our show today. Thank you so much to all of my fabulous guests. Actually, Ade, can you come over here for one quick second? I know you guys keep hearing me talk about my fabulous social media intern who checks Facebook and does all that good stuff. Here she is. Hello. She's a wonderful, lovely lady. You have to bend down a little to the camera. There's the camera right here.
Oh, right here.
Right here.
Hello, everybody.
This is who got me started on social media, and we're going to keep it going. So thank you for the inspiration for this program, and thank you so much for tuning in to today's segment of Manners and More with Millena. We had a wonderful time talking about social media, and we didn't get to Pinterest, but we did decipher LinkedIn and YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. We got it all out. But if you have any more questions, feel free to email me at mannerswithmillena, or you can follow me on Twitter, because I'm going to tweet again very soon. Very, very soon, I promise. Might even be after the show, but at Millena Gay. And feel free to go to L&L's Boutique, 1205 North La Brea, where this lovely jewelry, MGSC, is being retailed. Otherwise, hey, I'll see you back next week on Manners and More with Millena.